Brothers and sisters, good afternoon. When I got here, I said to myself, what an unusual church, but a very beautiful one. So I'm grateful for being here with you, and I'm blessed to visit with you today because it's another experience that will enrich my missionary life. And so, as Deacon Dick told you, my name is Father Jose. I come from Congo. It's in Africa. So I belong to the congregation of the Immaculate Heart of Mary, known here in the U.S. as Missionary Fathers and Brothers. So I'm from Congo, and I am working in Congo because I have been given a special assignment there to handle the finances of the diocese. So I'm the treasurer over there. So I'm doing my best, no? So it's a great pleasure to visit with you today to share about our ministry as Missionary Fathers and Brothers. So English is my fifth language, so hopefully what I will say here will make sense and you'll understand it. So our congregation is scattered around the world. Many of our priests and brothers are working here in the US, and our headquarters is in Arlington, Virginia. And also, they are also working in Asia, in the Philippines, in Singapore, and everything. So they are working also in Latin America. As if you read our flyers, you'll notice it. You'll see. So our priests are doing a great job. Aside from preaching the good news of salvation and peace, aside from ministering to the people to whom we are sent, we are also committing ourselves in social life of the people, trying to make a difference in their lives. So Congo, I'm just going to talk about the situation of Congo because we have a lot of projects around the world. Projects to empower women, projects to protect the children, especially the young little girls, projects to protect the nature, environment, projects to change the situation, the social situation of the people, projects about education. And so the Congo is a very poor country. Over 50% of the population is living in extreme poverty, over $1 per day. So in Congo, schools are a great opportunity and a crucial network for children to get a better education. So I'm going to talk about how we are doing, what we are doing about the education of the children over there. So in remote areas and in rural areas, children get up and shorten their sleeps and get up from bed as early as 4 a.m. to go to school. And why so early? Because they have to walk a very long distance Imagine 7 kilometers or 10 kilometers back and forth every day. So after a few months, some of them get tired and they drop up. They drop out. And as a result, when they stay home, they get entrapped in child labor. And young girls are sent to marriage as early as 14 years old. So, as missionaries, we are trying to do our best to prevent all of this from happening by building as many schools as possible, by bringing schools to those people in those areas so that children will not have to walk again very long distance, so that children will not get tired going to school, so that girls will finish at least high school. So my dear brothers and sisters, we are doing a great job, so we are asking you to lend us a hand. That is the reason why I have come all the way from Africa to reach out to you and to ask you to please support our project. Help us bring schools to those people. Whatever donation you have will go toward changing a child's life. $10 per month can help provide supplies and books for classrooms. $25 per month helps support a child through a year of schooling. $50 per month will help us build a new classroom. So no donation is small for this project. No matter how big or how small is your donation, it can make a difference in somebody's life. So we are helping one child and one school at a time. So I would like to express my gratitude to our Bishop, Most Reverend Edward, for allowing us to come over and to talk to you about our ministry. Many thanks as well to Deacon Dick and his lovely wife, Joanne, for their hospitality and generosity. And I would like also to thank in advance all of you for anything you can do to make a difference in those children's life. And now allow me to say some few words about today's readings. Today, I call it a Generosity Sunday. I call it a Sharing Sunday. Why so? Don't get me wrong, I have come to you to talk about mission appeal. Don't get me wrong, my homily is not an extortion tool to get more money from you guys. So I'm talking about sharing, I'm talking about giving, I'm talking about generosity, because today's readings that's what today's readings are all about. In the first reading, taken from the book of Kings, a man, they did not say his name, an anonymous man, he brings and offers generously and wholeheartedly 20 loaves to Prophet Elisha. And what the prophet does, he prays and works a miracle. With 20 loaves of bread, he was able to feed the crowd. giving and sharing. In today's gospel, taken from the Gospel of John, the crowd that has followed Jesus to listen to him, to learn from him, has found itself in a place where there is no food. They were starving. So a boy, again, they did not say his name, an anonymous boy, offers 5 loaves and 2 fish to Jesus. So this boy, I presume he was the treasurer of his family, right? And a bad one, because he has given all the lunch of the family, so everything is gone. But out of that donation, Jesus will work a miracle. He will feed 5,000 people. So, my dear brothers and sisters, I know we are very sharing. We share, we give, we are generous, maybe most of the time within our family, but also sometimes with our friends. But remember, the Bible says, if you do good only to those who do you good, how worth is it? So the challenge for us today is to extend our generosity beyond our family cycle, the cycle of our friends. The challenge for us today is to see the entire humankind as one big family, because we have only one God who is the Father of us all, as we can read in today's second reading. We belong together, my dear brothers and sisters. So, there is a saying in my culture that goes this way: kupesa kele kuvudisa, meaning giving is multiplying. It's a bit weird, right? Because when you give, as if you have lost it. But in my saying, they say to give is to multiply. To give is to save. In fact, giving is participating in God's working of miracles. The only giving that can work miracle is when you give something substantial. You know, one day back home I was preaching, and I was telling the people, when you come to church and you offer to God the leftover after shopping, you are mocking God. Maybe in your family you have a budget for your dog, for your cat, but for God you have to bring leftovers. The person from whom we have received everything. So, my dear brothers and sisters, it's a reminder for us what the only donation that can bring about miracles is a substantial donation, but also a donation that comes from the heart. I'm not telling you right now to go and empty your bank account. No, that's not what I'm asking from you, but give something that comes really from the heart, not something that will mock God. So, my dear brothers and sisters, in our daily lives, may the Lord help us become more generous, more sharing, so that He may work more miracles out of our donations for the sake of those who are in need, especially the less fortunate.